Hello students. Today we will be talking about noun case. Why is it important to study about noun case? It is because the knowledge of noun cases will be beneficial for understanding of active and passive, for understanding narration, understanding of other grammar topics which are interlinked with this topic. The case of a noun or a pronoun tells us what the relation of that noun or pronoun is to some other word or words in a sentence. Let's understand this. This means that through case we know about the relation or the position of the noun or pronoun in a sentence. There are 5 cases in English grammar: the nominative case, the objective case, the vocative case, the case of apposition, and the possessive case. Let's talk about the nominative case first. Look at the sentences. Ram threw a stone, the horse kicked the boy. In sentence 1, who threw the stone? The answer is Ram. So, the noun Ram is the subject of the verb threw. In sentence 2, who kicked the boy? The answer is horse. So, the noun horse is the subject of the verb kicked. When a noun is the subject of a verb, it is said to be in the nominative case. So, the noun Ram in sentence 1 and the noun horse in sentence 2 are the nominative case. Nominative means naming. Nominative case is the naming case. Nominative case is the case of the subject. Subject means doer, performer of the action. Now look at the same sentences again. In sentence 1, what did Ram throw? The answer is stone. So the noun stone is the object of the transitive verb threw. In sentence 2, whom did the horse kick? The answer is boy. So the noun boy is the object of the transitive verb kicked. When a noun is the object of the transitive verb, it is said to be in the objective case. So the noun stone in sentence 1 and the noun boy in sentence 2 are in the objective case. The objective case is also called the accusative case. It is the case of the object, receiver of an action. Okay. Note, a noun which comes after a preposition is also said to be in the objective case. The noun is then said to be governed by the preposition. As the book is on the table, the noun table is in the objective case, governs by the preposition on. Second sentence, Ram is playing in the garden. The noun garden is in the objective case, governed by the preposition in. Let's find out subjective case in the following sentences. Subjective case is also called nominative case. When a noun or a pronoun works as the subject in the sentence, a subjective case appears. See the sentence, Louis works in the management. To find out the subject of a verb, put who or what before it. The answer tells you what the subject is. Here, in this sentence, works is the verb. Now we will place who before works and frame a question. Who works in the management? And the answer is Louis. Louis is the subject of this sentence. Louis is a noun and it's in nominative case. See the second example. I love to watch movies in my free time. Here, verb is love. Okay, main verb. Now we will place who before love and frame a question. Who love to watch movies? I. I is a pronoun and it's in nominative case. It's a subject of this sentence. Reading is a very good habit. Here is a helping verb. No action word is used in this sentence. We will put who first and frame a question. Let's see whether we get the answer or not. Who is a very good habit? No, we didn't get any answer. What is a very good habit? Yes, reading. Objective case is also called accusative case. When a noun or a pronoun works as an object in the sentence, an objective case appears. To find out the object of a verb, put what or whom after it. The answer tells you what the object is. Let's find out the objects in these sentences. Robert does not eat burgers. Step 1, find out the verb. Does not eat. Right? Now place what after it and ask question. Robert does not eat what? Answer, burgers. So burgers is the object. He loves pizza. He loves what? Pizza. Pizza is an object. It's in accusative case. Alex follows Robert. Alex follows whom? Answer is Robert. Robert is a noun and it's in objective case. Examine the following sentence. Sita gave her little sister a doll. What did Sita give? And the answer we get, a doll. To whom did Sita give a doll? To her little sister is the answer. We see that the verb gave here has two objects. One, doll, and second, sister. Doll is non-living thing, sister is living thing. So the non-living thing is called direct object and living thing is called indirect object. The noun doll, the direct object, is in the objective case, which is the ordinary case of the object. The noun sister, the indirect object, is said to be in the dative case. You will notice that the position of the indirect object is immediately after the verb and before the direct object. The indirect object can always be found by asking question to whom or for what. See, example, Ram lent Hari his book. Let's frame a question. To whom did Ram lend his book? And the answer is Hari. The teacher told the children a story. To whom did the teacher tell a story? Answer is children. Children, Hari are indirect objects. They are in dative case. Nouns in apposition. Balu, our captain, made 50 runs. We see that Balu and our captain are one and the same man. The noun captain follows the noun Balu simply to explain which Balu is referred to. When one noun thus follows another to explain or describe it more fully, the noun which follows is said to be in apposition to the noun which comes before it. Apposition means placing near. In the above sentence, the noun captain is in apposition to the noun Balu and is in the nominative case because the noun Balu is in the nominative case. Note, a noun in apposition is in the same case as the noun which it explains. Notice the following further examples of the nouns in apposition. Kalidas, the great dramatist, wrote in Sanskrit. Kalidas and the great dramatist are one and the same man. This noun in apposition is used to describe Kalidas. Okay. Now, the noun Kalidas is in nominative case. So, the noun in apposition, which is it? The great dramatist, is also in the nominative case. See, do you know Mr. Brown, the banker? Here in this sentence, Mr. Brown and the banker are one and the same person. The noun, the banker, follows the noun Mr. Brown, simply to explain which Mr. Brown is referred to. So, the banker is the noun in apposition. Okay, and Mr. Brown is in the objective case, so is the noun in apposition. So, both are in objective case.